I'm going to install that today. I put that in there and it snapped in her snap. Remember, this is damaged. Looks like this side is wider than that side. So the wider side goes to the other side, and this one goes to that there. The oil cooling filter housing is going to sit right there. I'm going to snap that in. Right in there. Right in there. They're the same. They're the same. You know what that means. That one, it doesn't stick out as much. Look how much that one sticks out. Right there's the port. Right there's the port. Gotta remove that plastic guard. I got all 3 E12 screws in there. I'm gonna tighten them down. Here's the bottom view. I still got to tighten it down. See that? The hose is going to be in tomorrow. Cooling hose. I'm having a complication with this here. Cooling in. When I mounted this was already in, and when I mounted that part there that I'm working on, this was like that. It needed to be like that. So I had to unscrew it, break them loose. Now if I push this line inside the new part, it'll go in like this. I marked the green marker. That way, if I, just for me. But by doing, it's flushed all the way in. This won't line up with the screw hole. It'll line up if I have it like so much like that. Then I'm able to put that screw in there and screw this bracket. Keep it from moving. Now I'm confused. This is the old one, and the new one goes in all the way to when it hits all the way to the green. The new one. So I'm gonna I guess it doesn't go all the way in. I don't know. The bracket is screwed on, and gotta wait for the hose, the coolant hose. And I hope it don't leak from there, because the green mark, if I made the green mark because by pushing it all the way in, but according to that bracket, that's where it sits. So I'm gonna leave it like that. This is the top view. This is the bottom view. Cooling hose goes right there with the clamp. Clean it up a bit. I just hope it don't leak from there. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to remove that screw in the clamp and push it in more. Push it in flush with that green mark. There you go. Other end. Clean it up a little bit. Motor oil pan, bed plate or plate, engine block, bed plate or plate, engine block. Timing chain is in this one. It's separate too. It requires a gasket, special gasket. This is your transmission. That there's like a peek hole, sight hole. You can take that out, see what's in there, or whatever you can see. This is the timing chain cover. So to get to the bed plate, I would have to remove oil pan, timing chain, then the bed plate, and then put the gasket. There's an engine block right here. The bed plate slash plate. Put it all new, oil soaked in silicone gasket. If I remove the timing chain cover, I have to make sure nothing falls, and I'm not real hip with all that. It's a lot of work, mijita. I don't think I can do the task. The oil pan is sealed with the timing chain guard too. So if I remove the timing chain guard only, I still gotta, I'm gonna have to remove the oil pan because it's attached to it by silicone. I have to remove the timing belt, serpentine belt, pulleys. I have to get the pulleys out of the way so I can remove the timing chain plate, and then make sure that I don't get it off timing. Stuff like that. So I'm not qualified for all that. Alright, well, I'm done. T27 to remove all those screws. That's what's in there. It looks like a spring. Are those signs of oil leaks? The spring won't come out. And of course the oil filler goes in there. Which reminds me, I better make sure there's a filter in there, or now we gotta buy one. That's a new filter. I wonder if I should reuse it. Something in there. Check the other end. That's the old one. Yeah, it came with the filter. It's not the correct one. This is only like a week old, maybe less. This one has a spring, so it's a whole different oil cooling filter housing. The original one don't have a spring. The original one, you had to buy the filter with the built-in spring. So yeah, it's the correct oil filter for that new oil cooling filter housing. So now Mija, you have to buy filter without that spring. You no longer are going to be buying oil filter like this no more, because it's a different one. 25 metric. I took it out with a 24. I hope that don't make a difference, you know. I hope it does the same purpose, you know. Hope it don't mess up, you know. What I'm trying to say, I hope the filter housing does the same thing that the old one did. The only difference with that one and the old one is that spring. That one has a built-in one, and the old one you have to buy the oil filter with the spring. The green mark is there in case someone was to mess with it and say that it's no good, and they know if they tamper with it. All right. Still need to fix that truck. Got to replace all the back end wheels. It was a gift from my brother Tavio. I miss him.